But if you need my help with anything, or get lonely, or you just miss me, please just let me know.
What, are you afraid of low competition?
Peter.
It's not a competition. If it was, I'd jump right in and fight to the finish. But it's not. He's your dad. This isn't about me. This is about you and your mom and your dad.
I am glad you dropped by. But I've got to get to work, and I better get Peter to school.
I want to talk to my dad alone, man to man.
No, I think I should be there.
I think if any adult has to be there, it should be Kevin.
Kevin?
I'd be safe with Kevin. And I have some things to say to my dad that I don't think I should say in front of you. Or a reverend. Please don't tell me that after what he did, I can't say anything. I mean, I've been waiting all this time to say plenty.
Wait, I just think that your dad would be uncomfortable talking to you with Kevin there. He doesn't even know Kevin.
What about what I'm comfortable with?
Okay, I gotta get to work. Listen, let me think about this, okay? Let me talk to your dad.
Wait, please. I don't want to make you late, but Mom, it's been me and you for the past 3 years. You've made all the big decisions, and you've let me be a part of that decision-making. Don't cut me out now. Please.
You're right. You were absolutely right. If your dad wants to talk to you and you want Kevin there, then you should have Kevin there. I'll let him know. Okay, come on.
So, while you continue to help individuals or save the world one person at a time, what I thought I could do is gather up all the young people in the congregation who haven't found who they want to help or what they want to do yet, and get them all together as a team. And we can make ourselves available to community groups or social services, veterans organizations, local charities, global charities, or whoever needs us. But only if it's okay with you.
Oh, it's more than okay. It's terrific. And if you want my help, let me know. Otherwise, I'll stay out of your way.
Yeah. Thanks for supporting me. I'm excited to get started.
I'm here to see Reverend Camden. Are you?
No, I'm not. It's the first on the right.
Reverend Camden?
Oh, Vic Petrowski?
Vickery. George Vickery. People just call me Vic. Petrowski's her name, and I allowed for Peter's name to be changed. Thought it'd be easier for him at the time. Of course, at the time, I was drunk.
Have a seat. I'm happy you could stop by.
Believe me, I didn't want to. I was hoping for just a simple conversation between my ex-wife and my son. But if this is what she wants, then this is what I'll give her. What would you like to know? Let's see. I went through rehab. I've been sober for 3 years and 9 days. Woohoo! I have a job. Crummy job. I teach art to a bunch of losers at St. George Community College. Yeah, I'm a frickin' art teacher.
So I guess you're also an artist.
Not really, whatever.
I'm sorry if you felt this meeting was forced on you. Paris thought I could be of more help to her and Peter in discussing this reunion if I knew you a little better.
Right. So if you like me, you'll get Peter to talk to me. Yeah, great. Nobody likes me. But never stop me from living my life. Look, I didn't get sober for nothing. So let's just get on with this. All right?
All right. Do you mind if I ask, are you in AA?
Isn't that Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
I'm not in it. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm sober. And I don't like people.
What about you? Do you like you?
Truthfully, not that much, no. But I'm not changing for anybody, even me. Giving up alcohol is about as far as I want to go with self-improvement. I don't have to be any better than I am right now for my son to love me. And that's the way I see it.
You weren't nice drunk. And the 2 or 3 times I remember you even being sober, you weren't nice then either. You stink as a father and you stink as a husband. I don't care how much money you coughed up. You can't buy us back. You're a lousy, no good, rotten piece of...
You can't talk to your father like that.
Why not? That's what I think of him.
Still, if I talked to my father like that, I'd be picking myself up off the ground.
Your father would hit you.
Well, he never has. But if I talked to him like that, I think the chances would be good that he would. My father's in the Marines. You can't talk to a Marine like that, or a dad like that. If you ask me, a father-son relationship is about honor and respect. And I'd suggest being honorable and respectful, no matter how upset you are. Sorry, maybe you should ask someone else.
Are you quoting from a movie?
No, I'm saying what's in my head. I've been rehearsing it for years.
I think you should rehearse something else. You can't say any of that.
I don't think I should even see the guy, but I have to. And if I have to, I'm gonna say how I feel.
Okay, fine. Say what's in your heart, but use your head. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I know just what you mean, but I don't feel like censoring my feelings.
Maybe you should ask somebody else about this.
You can ask me. I promise. I won't give you any of my sage advice, as you call it.
Forget it. I'm looking for someone who'll agree with me.
You can't talk to your dad like that. I understand that you're angry, but you'd be getting off to a really bad start.
That's a nice version. What would you say?
Dad, I'm very happy and proud that you stopped drinking. But I'm still angry with you for the years that you did drink. For the years that you weren't so nice to Mom and me. And I'd like to tell you how it felt when you left us. Because it was hard for us. Maybe a lot harder than you realized.
This is why I asked Kevin to take me. You Camdens have really lived a sheltered life.
Just give me a few minutes to change and I'll be ready.
Well, maybe while you're getting ready, Peter can run his speech to his dad past you, and maybe you can help him with it.
I could, but I think Peter should say whatever he wants to say.
Well, how'd it go with Peter's dad?
I was reminded what a complex, difficult task it is for us to love one another. I somewhat hope that Peter has the guts to tell Vic what a mean, rotten guy he is, because I spent a couple hours making him try to come to that conclusion himself and to do something about it, because he wants to be loved. And I think he'd respond to being loved by anyone. But unless something shifts, believe me, he's going to remain an island of self-loathing and self-hatred, forcing himself on the only people he can, Peter and Paris. I don't think that's to Vic's benefit, and it certainly isn't to Peter or Paris's benefit.
Is there anything I can do? Anything anyone can do?
My gut feeling is that we need to circle the wagons and just surround this man with as much love as we can muster. And I'd love to lead the way, but I'm exhausted from just trying not to smack him with the newspaper that was on my desk.
You had to bring a cop? You thought I'd do something stupid?
Actually, I thought I'd do something stupid. I thought I was going to tell you how much you...
Go ahead.
I wasn't counting on being happy to see you.
But you are, right?
Sort of. It's just that...
Just the what? I'm heavier than you remember, I'm balder, older. I'm still me, kid.
I know, but you weren't very nice to Mom or to me when I last saw you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm still your father, and you're supposed to love your father no matter what.
Yeah, I know, but you left without even saying goodbye. And you never even called, not even on my birthday or Christmas.
Oh, once I was out of the house, I didn't want to come back until I was back on my feet and sober. I didn't know it was going to take this long. And I don't want to spoil your birthday or Christmas by calling. You might not want to hear from me.
Yeah, I guess I didn't. But I didn't really want to hear from you now either. Things have been going really good for Mom and me.
Yeah, well, now things can go even better for all of us, especially your old dad.
Why now? Really? You quit drinking 3 years ago, and you've had your job a while.
Because I couldn't go any longer without seeing you. Bored, lonely, and I missed you. Is that a crime?
No.
Good. So is your mom seeing anybody?
Hello?
Ruthie, just the person I was hoping to talk to.
How can I help you?
Well, I'm working on this new project where I get different teams of people from the congregation to help out with all the local charities and the civic groups who need support with their projects. And the word got out so fast that I just got a call, and now I need some volunteers for Saturday.
That's tomorrow.
Yes, it is. How would you like to help a really nice group of people move into a new home?
Okay. I'm not much on heavy lifting, but I'm pretty good at bossing people around.
I tried to find something good about him today, and there's good in everyone. But it's more difficult to see in some than in others. My hunch is that if he could see his own value, love himself, respect himself, you'd all be coming at this from a better place.
Dad, tomorrow Chandler needs me.
Great.
To help move.
Well, terrific. Maybe Martin and Cecilia would like to get involved.
We're going.
We're involved already.
And don't forget to ask Peter.
About spending time with Chandler? Is that a good idea?
What makes me think you're up to something?
I was wondering the same thing.
Hey. Hey. Kevin went home.
So, how'd it go, you two?
Okay. Good, even. Thanks for making me do this. Dad, this is Ruthie and Cecilia and Martin.
Oh, yeah. You're the Marines kid, huh? When you signing up? Next month?
I'm only 16, but when I'm 18, yeah, I might. Why? Was that a crack at the Marines?
Calm down. It wasn't a crack. I'm just being friendly. Apology accepted. You don't live here either, right?
No.
It's like an orphanage. Only the kids have parents waiting for them at home, huh? Well, you guys are all done staring at me. I think I'll go home. Peter, call you tomorrow. Paris. Good night.
Good night.
We better be going, too.
Yeah. Good night.
Everything's gonna be fine.
So Kevin says everything went pretty well?
I don't know how that happened.
Does Peter have to see his father?
Well, it's not a matter of having to see him. Most children want to see their mom and dad, no matter who they are or what they've done to them. And since we all love Peter, we're gonna find a way to love Vic.
So what's your plan?
All will be revealed in due time. In due time.
Hiding?
No, I'm not hiding.
What do you know about this group of people that Chandler is going to help tomorrow?
I know they're nice people, and I think they have something to teach us all.
About loving Vic? Mm-hmm. Does Chandler know that he and his project are being used for your project?
Well, Chandler won't mind when he understands that it's also to his benefit.
When are you going to tell him?
Eric.
How did you know it would be me?
Because I finally figured out that you were the only person that knew about my idea, so you must have made a phone call.
Well, I was inspired. I acted in the moment.
It's okay. I'm grateful to jump in and get going, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, what don't I know?
Can I come up?
Sure.
I brought pie. I didn't want to show up uninvited and empty-handed.
Did you talk to Peter?
No, but I met his dad. Wow. By the way, we need help move some people tomorrow.
What people?
I don't know. Just some people that Chandler said he'd help move.
Fine with me. We're out of milk.
Could you get it, Kevin? I need a sister right now. Ever since Peter's dad came around, he's been angry with me. He doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't think that I'll be able to understand what he's going through because we're Camdens and our parents never divorced.
This was a sudden change for Peter. And I think he was a little scared and angry before he sat down and talked to his dad.
You should see his dad. I mean, I'm surprised he wasn't more scared and angry after he sat down and talked to him.
Yeah, Kevin met him. He had the same reaction.
I don't know why Peter's angry with me. I'm the one who told him it was okay if he wanted his dad in his life. I told him he could love his mom and Chandler and his dad, too.
It may have seemed that you were giving Peter permission to love his father when he hadn't yet given himself permission. He has to get to know him again. None of us know his dad. We don't know if we like him or not. We don't know if he's capable of being a positive addition to Peter's life or not. And that's none of our business anyway. That's Paris's and Peter's business. All we know is that we love Peter and he's a positive addition to our lives. So what I think Dad's in the process of doing is making it easier for all of us to accept Vic into our circle so we don't push Paris and Peter out, especially while they're vulnerable and scared and going through a difficult time.
How's he gonna get us to accept Vic?
Seems to be a big secret, but we'll find out tomorrow.
Thanks, sis. I really needed that.
What? We have milk.
I know. Thanks.
Yeah.
I finally got the information you wanted. Nothing. Squeaky clean. Not so much as a parking ticket.
Thanks.
Think Paris will go back with him?
I kind of doubt it.
There's nothing wrong with him.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with him. There's just nothing legally wrong with him. But thanks.
Can't you get in trouble for running checks on people all the time for no reason?
Yes. Nevertheless, that never stops you or your family from asking.
Hello? Hi. I just want to say goodnight. And thanks for introducing me to your dad.
I was gonna call you.
You are?
I'm sorry if I've been a jerk lately.
No, I've been a jerk. I don't know what you're going through. And I just want to say that I hope you still have room for me in your life, no matter how things go with your dad.
Always. But just so you know, I'm kind of expecting my life to be a little like a roller coaster now that he's shown up. I don't think this is gonna be an easy ride, and I don't know if we're gonna make it back safely, or if everything's just gonna break down again.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm bringing my dad over to that house tomorrow, and we're all gonna help Chandler move those people in. So if he gets mean or insulting or anything, if you could just, well, not judge him or anything, or judge me because he's my dad. That would be great. I know people don't always like him. I don't always like him. He's embarrassing at times, but he is my dad.
No problem.
It'll be a problem, but thanks. Good night.
Good night.
I don't know how I would have gotten done today without your help. Most of the parents are like me. too old to be much good for physical labor. But, of course, that's why we have to do this, because the parents are older, and when they pass away, the children have to have some place to go. Relatives, they don't usually want to take them. And social services isn't the place, because they've always had a home. You know, it's hard to get people to adopt adults, but some of them do take them in. I've just been waiting for a house to become available in my neighborhood that my wife and I could afford to help buy. Here's John, my son. I'm so proud of him. Your dad must be proud of you. It's an honorable profession you've chosen.
Yeah, well, my dad passed away last summer, and honestly, he never really liked the idea of me being a minister.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your dad. I'm sorry to hear that he never told you he was proud of you. But you take my word. Fathers are all proud when their sons succeed. And you've obviously done very well with your life, Chandler. You're a good man.
Hi.
So you're the minister of the church?
My official title is associate pastor.
That's nice.
Yeah. Would you marry me?
He thinks you want to marry him.
No, I meant, would you marry me to my boyfriend?
Oh, of course. Of course, I can do that.
But first, you gotta get a boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's first.
Thank you. Where did John find his housemates?
Well, they all work together at a local TV station. They help out with anything that anyone needs help with. You know, delivering packages, pick up lunches, help out at corporate events, almost anything. You know, they've worked together for so long that Mrs. Thomas and I have become close friends with the other parents. Also the kids. Of course, they're not kids anymore.
Looks like a clown car.
Is Peter coming with you, or is he coming with his dad?
He's coming with his dad.
Good. That's good, I guess.
After I finish this, I'm gonna go get the smoke detectors. You need a new one in here, and we should put one in the hallway.
And what can I do? I am good with money, so if you have any budget problems, and I'm a mom, so I can cook and clean and do laundry.
That's nice of you to offer. We like doing all that ourselves.
How many children do you have?
Oh, just one, Peter.
What's your husband's name?
Well, I'm divorced, but his name is Vic. He hasn't been around in the past few years. In fact, this weekend is the first time he's seen Peter in 3 years. They're supposed to come by later and help out.
I'm sorry.
This must be a hard time for you.
It must be scary for you, too.
Yeah, it is.
I never even thought to offer Paris any sympathy.
I know, me neither. I didn't even say anything to her.
I think this is one of the many lessons my dad was hoping we'd learn here today.
Are you excited about moving into a house with your friends?
I have to. My mom is making me. Because if I stay at home with her, when she dies, I'll be all alone. And that won't be any good. My father's dead. Do you have a father?
No, he died when I was young.
Who are you going to live with when your mother dies?
I live with my wife, Lucy. We live in her family's garage apartment, so we have lots of family around.
That's good. I'm sure your dad is happy when he looks down and sees you.
We just attempted our first ceiling fan installation.
How'd you make out?
We were thinking maybe we should get Annie over here a little sooner.
I bet Lucy could help.
I could ask Lucy. I'm not afraid to ask for help.
Oh, thanks. But I should ask her, like he told me to an hour ago.
I'll go with you. Martin can help Richard move the stable inside.
I heard you play baseball.
Yeah, I do.
How did you learn to play baseball?
My dad.
That's wonderful. You'll always have that. Your dad taught you how to play baseball.
My mom and little brothers are bringing lunch over for everyone. What?
You're not waiting for your mother.
No, I'm not. I'm waiting for my boyfriend, Peter. He's coming over with his dad.
Do you like Peter's dad?
I'm trying to, but you'll see.
Everything will be fine. You know how I know?
No.
Because everything is fine.
Peter and Vic are here. Hey, they're here.
Wait till you see this. You're not gonna believe it. Hi, I'm Peter. This is my dad, Vic.
Hey. Oh, you stupid idiot. Moron, jackass!
I think it's talking about him, not us.
I painted this. I wanted to give you guys something for your house. I can't believe I ripped it.
Can we see it?
It's beautiful.
It's not beautiful. It's torn.
So it's not perfect.
Nothing's perfect.
Come on, I stink.
So you're not perfect either.
We all love you.
Thank you, Peter's dad. You're great. Good work.
You're wonderful, Peter's dad.
Thank you very much. Okay. That's nice. Thank you. That's a nice group hug. I appreciate it.
He might be all right. And whether he is or isn't, we love you.
Thank you, Cecilia.
When we get finished here, you feel like going to the batting cages?
Just the two of us?
Maybe we'll take Richard. I think he'd like it.
What?
I was just thinking how great it is to have a wife and a family.
It's amazing. You said to expect a miracle, and there are little miracles happening all around us.
In matters of the heart, always best to go to those with the biggest hearts.
Thanks, both of you. And thank your boss.
So this is the kitchen.
I know, I've been in the kitchen before.
Yes, but now it's your kitchen, at least until your aunt returns from New York or your father gets back from Iraq. So if there's anything that you want that we don't have, I'll get it for you.
I'm easy. I eat anything, but thanks.
Okay, moving on.
And of course, this is the living room.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Look, I know where the kitchen is. I know this is a living room, and the dining room's over there. And that's the foyer next to the staircase, which leads to everyone's bedrooms. I know where the bathroom is. I don't know why a house this big and with this many people only has one bathroom, but I do know where it is.
Actually, there are 3 bathrooms.
Eric and I got alone.
And there's one in the attic.
That I didn't know. I'm okay. You'll hardly even notice I'm here, really. You don't have to go to any trouble for me, and you don't have to make me feel at home, because you already have, from the moment you met me. So, when I'm sleeping, I'd really like to get unpacked. I've got baseball practice in an hour.
Oh, sure.
Welcome to the House of Camden.
Thanks.
Am I supposed to treat you like a brother or a boarder?
What's the difference?
I tend to be easier on the boarders.
How about just treating me exactly the way you were treating me before I moved in?
Done. Which room will you be taking?
Matt's old room.
Ah, the Hello Kitty suite. Excellent choice. I think you'll be very comfortable in there.
Thank you.
I can take it from here.
This is gonna work out just fine.
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm not sure.
7 Heaven, when I see their happy faces smiling back at me. 7 Heaven, I know there's no greater feeling than the love of family. Where can you go when the world don't treat you right? The answer is home. That's the one place that you'll find. 7 Heaven. 7 Heaven. 7 Heaven.
Okay, guys, water break.
Who's that guy talking to Coach? Maybe it's a coach from another school checking us out. No, this is off season. We're just training to keep in shape. It's too early for the competition to be checking us out.
He's a scout. Tim Beamer told me he heard Coach talking on the phone last night with a scout saying he wanted to watch us practice.
So, who's he scouting?
Don't know, but he's definitely scouting someone.
Must be one of the seniors.
Okay, everybody, that's it for today. Hit the showers.
I've been waiting for you.
I was walking happy. What's up?
We're invited.
To?
Suzanne Rogers' party tomorrow night.
So?
It's a couples party. It's a big deal. Everyone in school's talking about it. Don't you want to go?
I was just fooling around. Of course I want to go. Suzanne's parties are legendary.
This is gonna be so cool. My mom already gave me permission to go. Of course, I told her that your mom had already given you permission, which won't be a lie when she does give you permission. What?
My parents don't know Suzanne or her parents.
So?
So they have these rules. And the rule for parties is that they have to know the friend throwing the party or the parent in charge.
So you mean they might say no? But this is a couples party. I can't go alone. Then again, if my mom finds out that you can't go, she probably won't let me go either. Can't you just ask your parents to bend the rules this once?
You know my mom doesn't bend.
Does this mean we're not going?
No, we're going. We're just gonna need some help.
Martin seems to be settling in.
I'm not settling in.
I could tell. You want to talk?
Don't get me wrong, I love Martin. You know, I'm glad that we could help him and his family. I'm glad he's here. He's a great kid. Sweet, polite, well-mannered.
And your problem?
Well, I don't know how to treat him.
Treat him just like you were treating him before he moved in.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. He's under our roof now. He's our responsibility. I can't treat him like a kid who came to dinner and stayed 3 months.
Robbie lived with us for a while.
Robbie was a grown man when he moved in. You know, Martin's 16. He's a child, but he's not our child. So do I treat him like my child? And if that's not appropriate, then how am I supposed to treat him? I can tell my kids what to do, tell them what to eat, tell them to clean up their rooms, do their homework, chores. You know, I can get on them if they're being lazy or if they're saying or doing something that they shouldn't. How does Martin fit into that?
I really think you're making more of all this than you need to. Martin isn't going to cause us any trouble. I mean, you're not going to need to reprimand him, and he's cleaner than we are.
You can't be that naive. He's a kid. He's supposed to cause trouble. That's his job, causing trouble. That's how kids learn, you know, making mistakes.
Okay, look, why don't we just treat him the way we've been treating him, and if a parenting situation arises and we feel we need to intervene, we'll do so on a case-by-case basis. Let's not borrow trouble.
We have just volunteered to temporarily parent someone else's child. We're not borrowing trouble. Trouble is coming, whether you want to admit it or not.
You didn't record these in the checkbook register.
Oops.
Oops isn't gonna work when one of us bounces a check because you forgot to balance the checkbook.
I'll try harder. Does it really matter? Don't we have enough money in our account to cover any bounce checks?
Yeah, we have money, but if we don't keep track of our money, eventually we won't have any to bounce. I'm serious.
I know. And you're so cute when you're serious.
You need to start taking a more active role in our finances.
Okay, give me the checkbook.
Why?
Well, I may have forgotten a few entries from today.
That may work with you, but not with the bank.
Are you sure about that?
Am I interrupting anything?
No?
I need a favor. I need you to talk to Mom and Dad for me.
About?
There's a party I want to go to.
And?
And Mom and Dad don't know the parents or the girl. And I'm afraid they'll say no, and I really want to go to this party. It's a pretty big deal. The whole school will be there. It's a couples thing. And if I can't go, Peter won't want to go.
Well, I'll talk to Mom. I'm sure we can find a compromise that makes her happy and allows you to go to the party.
Really?
Don't worry.
Thanks. I owe you.
Lucy?
Yes?
Did you tell Ruthie she could go to that party?
No.
I think you did.
Well, I'm sure I can get